No way! Again! Big one! What is it? Oh, it's a big flathead! The 4th species of this trip. Alright, I made it to a new island where I will be staying for the next 2 nights. It's already after 5 o'clock, so today we can only fish for about 2 hours. And I just came from the main island over there and walked to this very tiny island where you can walk to with low tide. I'll be using 2 different rods. The Hurricane Z inshore S862 ML. I'll be using this one for jigs. I tied on a Daiwa Fuego LT 3000 reel with PE 1.2 braid, 20 pound leader, and a little 30 gram boga jig. And then we have the Black Hole Rods N series, the inshore S862 ML with a 3000 size bearing reel, PE 0.8 braid, again 20 pound leader. And here we will be using plastics. We have about 2 hours and I see a lot of current over there. So I'll be thinking between these 2 islands there might be some flounder, some flathead, some sea bass. So we'll just start here. I do see a lot of seaweed and it's very rocky, so I don't know if jigging will be good here. If not, we will be jigging tomorrow on the main beach where it's less rocky and probably more flounder. But we're just gonna try. We have limited time, so let's get out there. There's some nice current over here, which is good, and at the same time it's pretty calm, so we can just have some flick in here. I'll just start with the plastic because I feel like it's too snacky for the jigs. Yeah, I see a lot of seaweed. That's gonna be a problem. First cast. See, straight away seaweed. Maybe this is not a good spot. Okay, a lot of seaweed here. Let's check in between these 2 islands. I do think it's probably even more seaweed there, but just want to have a look. Here you can clearly see the strong current. Might be a bit too hard to cast plastics here. We can cast a jig. Try to cast far out. Let's try a couple times with the plastic first. Okay, let's walk a bit further. I want to check out that corner. That looks like a good rock. I think this is a good spot. Let's try there. Still see seaweed. Yeah, I'm in the seaweed. Alright, nothing on the plastic yet. Let's see if the jig makes any difference. You can cast out very far, but probably we get stuck in the seaweed. Alright, let's try a tiny 2 gram glow in the dark plastic. Let's light it up a little bit. Okay, let's see. Oh, yep, fish on. Very small. A tiny rockfish. Finally, there's actually a species that we're trying to catch. Oh. Let's see. This is the urok, also known as a black rockfish. Very small one, but fish start biting. Alright, quick release. Alright, that's it. It's getting dark, getting pretty chilly. So I'll go back to the tent. And then tomorrow we have the whole day to fish, and I'll probably focus on beaches. It's pretty hard fishing here, a lot of seaweed, a lot of rocks. So we quit now, and then tomorrow morning we explore the rest of the island. There are a couple of beaches behind here and some rocky points as well. I'm just gonna explore everything. Alright, day 2. Yesterday we caught one tiny urok, a little black rockfish. Nothing else, it was just a lot of seaweed there, so we couldn't hook up. Now I walk to a new place with a lot of rocks, and I want to cast some plastics from these rocks. There are some rocks in the water there that I might walk to later when it's low tide. There's a rock there, I don't think you can see on the camera right now, but it goes very far out in the ocean, but I cannot walk there right now. So during high tide I'll be fishing from here, casting some plastics. On the way here I had a couple casts from the beach and I caught a little pufferfish, but that's not good to eat, so we're looking for a flounder right now. I'll be happy with a flathead or seabass as well, but the target species is the flounder. So I'm trying to see if I can walk out to any of these rocks. Maybe this one. I think this one is the easiest to walk to. I've just cast out there in the deep. Alright, I'll start with a little black plastic, little 3.5 inch edge grub worm. Let's see if there's anything around here. Alright, nothing on this point yet. I'm gonna walk all the way over there. There's a very long stretch of rocks and we can go out way further in the ocean. So we're gonna go there and the rest of the day we'll be focusing on that spot. Alright, I made it to the next spot. I'm gonna cast around here, but it looks very shallow. I was expecting it to be a bit deeper. Maybe later when the tide is even lower we can walk over there. I don't know how deep it is in between these two rocks. Maybe have some casts from there. But we'll focus on this area first. We'll use the pink edge grub worm, 3.5 inch plastic. Alright, first cast. Fish on! Fish on! Oh! What? Yeah, it was a fish. Freak! First bite of the whole day. Well, let's try again. Yo, fish! No way! Again! Big one! Oh, big flounder! Yes! Oh, that's the size we need. It's not huge, but big enough. Yes! Oh, yes! Alright, we're gonna measure this, we're gonna keep him. And I believe that's be 35 centimeter, maybe 33, but it doesn't matter because it's way over that. From here to, yeah, 45 centimeter. 10 centimeter over the limit. Oh, that took the whole day. It's now 5:20 and we started in the morning. Finally, 45 centimeter on the 3.5 inch plastic, the edge grub worm from Anna's Black Hole. We're not going to release this one because we were looking for a fish to keep today. I used the Hurricane Z Inshore H62ML from Anna's Black Hole. Finally, we're going to keep this one fresh in the water and then I will go out, try to catch a second one because I had 2 bites in like 5 minutes. So it looks like they start biting now. There we go. Alright, I tied on a new plastic. Let's see if there's another one. I had 2 bites in about 5 minutes. Just before sunset and just before low tide. So maybe now is the perfect time. Alright, no more hit here. I think I'm gonna walk to those rocks over there and see if there's anything in between these rocks. There's a current going through here. So maybe there's something laying down in the hole there. Alright, just from here. Okay, see if we can catch one more. Yo, another fish on. Yes. Oh, yes. No way. Oh, it fights good. Is something else? No, I think it's flounder again, but... No, what is it? Oh, it's a big flathead. No, it's a Greenling, a giant Greenling. No way. Yes. Oh, it just comes out. Oh, the head looks a little bit like a grouper. I never caught this fish before. Another new species for me. Let's try to find a pool. Let's put it in here. Yes. Oh, I didn't expect this. Suddenly we're catching fish. Just like the last island trip, it took till the end of the second day to finally hook up on a couple fish. Let me get the tripod. Alright, another good fish and a new species for me. I believe they just call this a Greenling. You have many types of Greenling. I don't know what the exact type is. I will give it a measurement. I think it's 40 centimeter. Again, on the Hurricane Z. Very stoked with this fish, especially after such a hard day. And now we finally catching two in a row. Doesn't show the fin now, but it's a pretty cool fin. Alright, let's give this a nice release. Maybe just here. Alright, the fourth species of this trip. Suddenly it's getting interesting. Finally, good sized fish. And in this current it felt very strong. You could feel it dig down trying to get under a rock like a grouper. I hooked this just before I was thinking about quitting. But now I will have a couple more casts. Again, pretty hard 2 days fishing. Yesterday we had only limited time, but we didn't really catch any fish, one small rockfish. Today started very slow. All we got was a little puffer fish, which is also nothing interesting. But now, when the sun is going down, the fish are finally biting. And we caught a flounder, which is exactly what we came for. We wanted to catch a flounder to get some sashimi. And then not long after that, I caught my first ever Greenling, pretty big size. It fought really hard in this current and it's tried to dive down. So I'm pretty stoked with that one actually. So in the end we caught 4 different species. 2 doesn't really count, but the last 2 were good size. And I have tomorrow morning still, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna fish. Maybe I'll try in the morning a little bit. If I do, I will add it to this video. But right now, I'm gonna go back to the tent, have some flounder sashimi, and call it a day. If you enjoyed the video and if you like this kind of content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give it a like. I go all around the world, go to little islands like this. Currently, I'm doing a series in South Korea. The previous series was in Okinawa, Japan. Probably the next series will be Indonesia, so whatever you're into, I will fish there one day. But for this island, this is the end. So thanks for watching and see you guys in the next video.